Good morning. Much better, much better. Thank you. Before I get started, I'd like to recognize our guests and VIPs and dignitaries who are with us today, starting with Senator Ryan McDougall, Delegate Amanda Batten, from our Williamsburg City Council, Mayor Doug Pons, Vice Mayor Pat Dent, Councilwoman Barbara Ramsey, Councilwoman Stacy Kernshear, and many more former city council members and staff. From York County Board of Supervisors, Supervisor Doug Holroyd, Clerk of the Circuit Court, Elizabeth O'Connor. I also see fellow law enforcement leaders from around the region, including William and Mary Police Chief Don Butler. And of course, numerous other community partners are here with us today, to include staff and leadership from Colonial Williamsburg, Riverside Doctors Hospital, and William and Mary. I want to thank them all for attending our beam signing today, but I also want to thank everyone for choosing to be a part of this event. It turned out to be a beautiful summer day for us. Not my typical luck, but it sure turned out wonderful. But I just want to say thank you all for taking the time out of what I know are busy schedules to be here today on this very important event. This is a remarkable moment in the city of Williamsburg. In fact, this very moment will forever be a part of Williamsburg history. And thank you again for being here. I am your police chief, Sean Dunn. I've served here for what feels like 7 short years. It's gone by quickly, but I promise to be brief today. But I think I would be remiss if I didn't take a few minutes to talk about how we got here as we discussed the previous police buildings, at least the last 3 police buildings. So as some of you in the room may know, our current building, we moved into in approximately 1978. Most of the construction was done in 1977. Prior to that, we were on a building on Boundary, pretty much between Stryker and City Square. And I understand that we moved in around the 1930s. In spite of what some of my younger officers may believe, I was not around in the 1930s to have witnessed this. But again, I do have 2 employees who are actually with us today, who are current employees who will have served in all 3 buildings. First is my assistant, Debbie Middlebrook, who is also our accreditation manager. And retired Police Lieutenant Rick Wanamaker, who has returned to us as a parking ambassador. And so, again, it's really wonderful that we have 2 folks that are still with us today that will have served in all 3 buildings. And I can assure you, Debbie and Rick are not the only people here today that will remember our previous building. We have with us a number of retirees, some that I have not seen in some years, and they're with us today. Will our Williamsburg police retirees or former police officers or civilian personnel please stand or wave a hand and be recognized? Chief Yost, who couldn't be here with us today, and Chief Slogie, who is here with us today, served many of the men and women that are with us today. And I want to recognize you guys and thank you all, for it is the paths that you've created that we walk on today. And we would not be here today without you. So thank you very much. In 2017, when I arrived, there was an effort underway to rehab our existing police building. And, unfortunately, even the best rehab would not have given us the space, the infrastructure, the technology to be able to serve our community the way we'd like to serve our community. So it is with great pleasure that I recognize our city council and their leadership and their wisdom for getting this done for us. We are very grateful. Thank you all very much. This facility will serve our community for 40 years, maybe even more. So it really is a proud day for us. I also want to thank our design build team. Henderson Incorporated, represented today by Brian Schultz, Rodney Freeman, and Eric Cadell. Moseley Architects, represented today by Josh Bennett and Chris Roman. And Timmons Group, represented by Dan Ruby. You have designed a station that will give us the opportunity to best serve our community and reach new heights in our community policing and commitment to 21st century policing. Thank you. And finally, to the men and women of the Williamsburg Police Department, you are noble servants to our community. Every single day you put on that uniform and you serve our community with honor. While the current facility lacks the space, the technology, the infrastructure for us to be our very best as it comes to community policing and 21st century policing, your passion and your commitment to this community have allowed us to serve and be recognized as amongst the best. Thank you all. It is a true honor. Now, without further ado, I would like to get the rest of this ceremony going. First, you will hear from Mayor Douglas Pons, and then our Citizen Advisory Committee Chair, Malika Bloom, followed by the beam signing. Mr. Mayor, thank you for being here.
Well, good morning. It is an honor to be here. And on behalf of my colleagues in the Williamsburg City Council, I want to thank you all for joining us here this morning. It's an honor to see so many people from our community as we celebrate this milestone. And it's especially an honor to see so many of the Williamsburg police retirees in the crowd sitting alongside the residents and our regional partners. It speaks to the department's incredible ability to create a robust community within the ranks, in our community, in our neighborhoods, and our partner jurisdictions. And that sense of community carries for generations to generation. And thank you for being here. Today, we are celebrating the tremendous progress that has already begun to build a state-of-the-art police station that properly reflects the community's immense pride in its officers and better supports the community policing model that we have long embraced. The city is in the midst of a once-in-a-generation opportunity to renew our downtown facilities. Not long ago, we gathered across the street on Armstead Avenue to celebrate the opening of our beautiful new fire stations. We are also considering a new library and a new Bladen building, both in the same downtown locations. All these projects, along with the new police station, align with our vision to create and revigorate the municipal campus in our downtown Williamsburg area. And these projects will allow us to elevate the level of service that we provide our residents and visitors. Modern policing is so much more than issuing tickets or pulling people over or just enforcing the law. Police officers are now expected to be community ambassadors, interacting with residents, tourists, to create a positive experience. This police station will be an embodiment of that vision and an operational headquarters that will allow our officers to meet those expectations. By better accommodating our officers with the equipment and resources they deserve, we are investing in the safety and well-being of the greater Williamsburg residents. I want to share with you just a few features of the new police station. A community room with seating for up to 70 people, a state-of-the-art property and evidence facility, space dedicated to officers' wellness, including a fitness facility, dedicated reporting rooms for victims and families, a sally port for transferring suspects into the building. And at just 43,000 square feet, our new police station is large enough not just for today, but for the department's future growth. I want to thank Henderson and Moseley Architects for all the work so far, and thank you to all of our Williamsburg police officers for your patience and cooperations in this transition period for your department. We value all that you do for our community. We are looking forward to seeing everyone here back in the fall of 2025 to celebrate the opening of our new and improved Williamsburg Police Station. And now, would you please welcome Ms. Malika Bloom, Chair of our Citizens Advisory Committee.
Good morning, Mayor Pons, Chief Dunn, and all who are in attendance. My name is Malika Bloom, and I am the Chair of the Citizen Advisory Committee. It is an honor and pleasure to stand before you to celebrate the new and improved Williamsburg Police Department facility For a few years now, the committee has worked with the Williamsburg Police Department to bridge the gap between the police department and the community. Working with the police department has allowed us to better understand the needs for both the department and the community. This new building will provide better space and equipment to make things more efficient for the day-to-day operations, along with providing opportunities for the police department to invite the community to participate in various initiatives. I would like to say thank you to Mayor Pons and City Council for answering the call. I would like to also thank Chief Dunn for your continuous leadership and desire to always look to improve all the aspects of the police department and the community. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bloom and Mayor Pons, for your inspiring remarks. And now, what we've all come here for, the beam signing. Once our police building is complete, this very beam with the signatures from today will be placed in a location to support just above the basement to support the rest of the building for the entire time that this building is in existence. That's a pretty special thing. And again, I want to thank all of you for being here for that. At this time, if I could invite members of City Council, state legislators, and city leadership, Mr. Andrew Trivett, to join us for the beam signing. Once they've signed it, I would invite the current and former sworn and civilian members of the Williamsburg Police Department to join us to sign the beam. Thank you all very much. We do have light refreshments. That concludes our formal presentation. Really, I appreciate all of you for being here. Thank you very much.